Good morning. Are you dealing with the right children, right child?
Yes, Judge. Good morning.
Okay. All right. This is cause number 2021-03772. In the interest of elect a right, all parties and witnesses, please raise your right hands to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am. Please state your name and your relationship to the child.
Danny at Broomfield. I'm her mother.
Okay. And for the state?
Yes, Judge. Good morning. Khadija Sharma for the state.
All right. The court will note that the non-custodial parent is Anthony Wright. Mr. Wright was personally served on March 27, 2021 at 1:09 p.m. at 10615 Meadow Glen Lane, apartment 1404 in Houston, Harris County, Texas. He has not filed an answer or appeared. Is that correct, Ms. Sharma?
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct.
He was given further notice of this Zoom hearing by certified mail, return receipt requested.
Yes, Judge. And that
That
was
was unclaimed. Is that correct?
correct, Judge. It was returned to the sender because he did not claim it.
Well, let's see where we are. It says addressee unknown.
And Judge, it was the same address where he was served.
We're just gonna have a no answer default, not a. Okay.
Yes, Judge.
All right. Let's proceed with the default hearing. No answer default hearing.
Yes, I would like to call Miss Danielle Bloomfield.
Okay.
Miss Bloomfield,
Yes, ma'am.
you're here for one child, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And how old is your child?
She's 4 years old.
And who do you allege is the biological father?
Anthony Trayvon Wright.
And did he sign an acknowledgement of paternity or the birth certificate?
No. Yes, he signed the birth certificate.
He did? Okay. Are you currently married?
No, ma'am.
Have you and Mr. Wright lived together after the child was born?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and how long was that?
After my daughter was born, 2016, we had separated. 3 months, 2 or 3 months after.
You
I'm
separated
sorry.
after she was born about 3 months?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and how would you describe your relationship with the other parent?
He was abusive. I had CPS case. I had laws called a lot. Um, he was being very abusive and controlling. He was putting his hands on me when I was pregnant and after I had my daughter.
Okay, so there has been a history of domestic violence between the two of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, has he ever participated in decision making for the child's welfare and health education?
No, ma'am.
Do you think that you and Mr. Wright could co-parent effectively?
No.
Does your daughter live with you?
Yes.
Okay. Due to the fact that there has been domestic violence and you guys cannot co-parent effectively, are you asking the court to make you the sole managing conservator of the child?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you think it's in the best interest of the child to have visits with her father?
Yes, I think that she's not safe.
I'm
I'm
sorry,
scared for her life. I don't think it's safe for her to do that. I'm scared for her life because her dad is gang related and he sells drugs and they have guns around, weapons around my daughter.
okay. So
I'm,
you're asking the
I'm
court to
sorry, I
order
didn't
no
get all
visits.
that. Miss Shermer, what did you say? I didn't understand her. What
She
did you say?
said that she said that she fears for her life and her daughter's life because
Oh,
the other parent has been involved in gangs and drug dealing.
all right. Go ahead.
And he has weapons in the house.
And he also has weapons in the house. What
All
county do
right.
you live in, Broomfield?
Ma'am, I can hear you.
Do you live in Harris County?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to order that you have no geographical restrictions, your primary residence on where you can live?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And when was the last time you received financial support from the other parent?
How about that? About 3 years,
About
three or
three
four
years
years.
ago?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Are you asking the court to order retroactive child support from April 1 of 2017 until today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And how is your child covered under health insurance?
She has Medicaid. She has Texas Children.
Okay. Are you asking the court to order child support based on the minimum wage for Mr. Wright, setting that child support at $219 a month?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to order medical support based on minimum wage at $45 a month?
Yes, ma'am.
And based on the dates of separation of April 1, 2017 to today, are you asking the court to order back support in the amount of $11,826?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to order that Mr. Wright pay that at $109 a month?
Yes, ma'am.
And would the disclosure of your address cause you or your child any harassment, abuse, or serious harm or injury?
Yes, ma'am.
So are you asking the court to keep your information confidential?
Yes, ma'am. We'll keep it safe so he doesn't know anything, no information on us.
Okay. And are you asking the court to order court costs billed to Mr. Wright?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anything else that you need to tell the judge?
No, I'm just making sure that my daughter is safe and I am safe too as well. Like I said,
Okay.
we made a lot of.
And you have reviewed and signed this order that we're asking the judge to approve, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you believe this order to be in the best interest of your children or your child?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Nothing further, Your Honor, from Ms. Broomfield.
All right. The court will approve the order submitted. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. May Ms. Broomfield be excused?
Yes.
Thank you.
Are you going to handle also the Noel child case?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. This is cause number 2020-80569 in the interest of Brian Keith Noel Jr. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hands to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
And please state your name and your relationship to the child.
Laura Edmond, and I'm his mother.
All right, for the state.
Kavita Sharma for the state.
All right, the court will note that the non-custodial parent is Byron Keith Noel. Mr. Noel was personally served on January 9th, 2021 at 1:36 p.m. at 2310 Hudson Street in Houston, Harris County, Texas. He's not filed an answer or appeared. Is that correct?
Yes.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, he was also given further notice of this Zoom hearing by certified mail, return receipt requested, that was delivered at 12:37 p.m. on September 21st, 2021. And he has not checked in. Is that correct, Ms. Harma?
That is correct, Your Honor.
It will proceed by default.
Yes, sir. I'd like to call Miss Claire Edmond.
All right.
Yes.
Miss Edmond, how many children do you have before the court?
One.
And how old is your child?
11 months.
And who do you allege is the father?
Byron Noel.
Are you currently married?
No.
And how do you know Mr. Edmond is, how do you know Mr. Noble is the father?
He was the only person I was with.
Okay. And are you able to effectively co-parent with Mr. Noel?
Yes, ma'am.
Be a part of the decision-making process as far as health, education, and welfare of the child are concerned?
Yes.
I'm sorry, say it again?
I said yes.
Okay. And are you asking the court to approve that you and Mr. Noel be appointed as joint managing conservators of the child?
Yes, ma'am.
And you want the court to order a standard possession order where Mr. Noel sees the child on the first, third, and fifth weekend of the month?
Yes, ma'am.
And how is your child covered under health insurance?
He has Medicaid.
Okay. And are you asking the court to approve the retroactive time period from October 17th of 2020 to today in the amount of $2,508 for retroactive support for your child?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're asking the court to order that be paid out at $75?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're asking the court to approve child support also based on minimum wage at $216 a month?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're asking the court order Mr. Noel to pay medical support in $57 a month October 1?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to order court costs be billed to Mr. Noel?
Yes, ma'am.
And which county do you live in?
Harris.
And do you know what county Mr. Noel lives in?
Harris.
And you're agreeing to maintain the primary residence of the child in Harris or contiguous counties?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Anything else that you need to say to the judge?
No, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have for Miss Edmond.
All right, the order will be approved.